between yourselves, tell me about it.
Absolutely fantastic.
Gothenburg was started a dream. It was the home game against Gothenburg. We realised that something might be on here. Unfortunately, we didn't have the brains to go to the away match, but from that it was all uphill after that.
What was the atmosphere like in the Brandywell?
The atmosphere was electric. From the first match, we were expecting in the first match to get a tanking, to be honest, and couldn't believe when Hargy scored out there that we could actually win away from home, and that set the whole thing up, you know. And even then we thought Gothenburg would bring back their big guns and maybe roll us over in the second leg, you know. But Derry were up for it in the second match, you know.
Definitely.
And that was the start of it, you know.
Then Gretna comes with Brandywell.
Well, I think before you would talk about that, you'd need to talk about the away match. We were so excited when the draw was made, and there was a queer scramble amongst all of us on the internet to get cheap travel and stuff like that. And I've been watching Derry since the mid-50s. It was probably the best ever experience that I've had, and that includes it way back in FK London, things like that. To go over there, especially the second half, to score goals of the quality that we scored, was absolutely fantastic. The atmosphere. I remember afterwards talking outside to the guys outside the ground, and we were pinching ourselves. It was like we died and went to heaven, you know. I don't think we could ever recapture that.
Well, we were actually in America on holidays during the Gretna away game. Listening to it on the internet. Derry went a goal down, and my wife was sitting beside me, and she nearly went crackers because they were getting beat. I says, look, they've scored early. There's plenty of time for us to go back on it. And what a comeback they made. 5 goals. You know, it's fantastic. But I'd rather seen it live than listening to it on the internet.
How did you feel when Derry went 1-0 down? You said it was the best match you'd seen.
Right, when they went 1-0 down, you just thought to yourself, you know, is this not going to happen for us? Is our dream, is it just going to come to a halt? Because Gretna, I remember the time, were hot favourites. And reading the Scotch papers over in Motherwell for the game, they had us as the underdogs. And there's no way we were going to come away with a one like that. But I remember it was 1 each, and we're back on it, and Kevin Derry getting a free kick. And I remember shouting with no conviction at all, "Go on, Kevin, you know you can do it, you know you can." But we've never wildest dreams that we've watched Beckham and people like that. They never had a sweeter ball in all their life. And then he surpassed it with the second one. And Kieran Martin with his next 2 goals were just out of this world. You know, it's certainly, in my opinion, and most people I think would agree with it, it was the best experience we've ever had at a football game in our lives. And that covers a long time for most of us. And the people should enjoy it because it's not likely to be repeated. We can have all the great days, but it might never just have the same feel about that game. It was marvellous.